guys, Not So Technical Gamer here with another video. This time it's about this mouse from Ajazz. I've seen this mouse for quite some time now, and this is just a simple unboxing. Okay, you have the manual here, some skates. So you have skates here. I don't really use it, at least for my mouse. Or for my other two mouses, it's here. This one's an E-Yooso X-44, and this one is a Lamzu Maya 8K. They came with skates, but I don't really use them. Okay, let me just bring this one out. So what do we have here? Okay, grips. I don't use grips. And then oh wait, there's a small one here. Part of the skates. Yeah, the manual, the grips. I don't use grips. I feel like they're sticky when you're sweating or whatever. And then the actual mouse, it's kind of smaller in shape. It's as big as the E-Yooso, but considerably smaller than the Lamzu Maya 8K. I think the sensors are a little bit similar between the two, but I think this one does 4K. I'm gonna check later. This one is the Apex. There's another variant, a lower variant, which is the Pro. I didn't get that. I wanted this because of the stand. It's kind of cool. Yeah, I think you mount it like this. Oh, it's the other way around. Mount it like this, and then you have a charging stand and a cable, which is nice. I think the stand also works as a charger. Does it have USB-C? Yeah, it does have USB-C. I think the mouse stand or dock stands as the receiver, and the dongle, quite neat. This costs around 2,600 pesos. The Lamzu costs twice as much as that, and this one costs us a significantly less amount of money than the two of them. All right, so let's do some weight check to verify if what's in the box and in the website checks out in the real world. So what I have here is my wife's weighing scale for her coffee, and then let's do the weighing of the mouse one by one. Alright, so the E-Yooso X-44 weighs in at 52.3 grams. The Ajazz, okay, let's just try that again. Okay, let me try that again. $58.4, and the Lamzu 46.2. So you can see how light the Lamzu is compared to the two other mouse. But for me, it doesn't really make that big of an issue. The difference between 46 and 58.5 grams. When you're actually playing, you will barely notice it. And I think here Ajazz did a very good job with the way they set up the mouse. And it also has Bluetooth, something that the Lamzu doesn't. So all in all, I think this is still a good mouse for the price that I was able to get it. Yeah. Okay, so this time let's do some sound tests with the buttons. So this is the Lamzu. I'm putting it close to my microphone. This is the Ajazz. It's a bit more clicky. And this is my more than a year old E-Yooso, which is more clicky than the rest of them. Uh, I mean, personally, I don't find anything wrong with any of these mouse clicks, the sound of it. And I've been using this one for over a year now, and I'm quite happy with this. I'm also using this in the office. I guess again, it has Bluetooth, something that the Lamzu doesn't have. Uh, and then the Ajazz, I think, is the best of both worlds. The sexy dongle is really what made me buy this, and yeah, it's all right. So I'm back here at my desktop, and I'm just gonna show where you can download software drivers for the three mice in case you're interested in any one of them. So we'll start with the E-Yooso one. You go to this website, eyspc.cn. Go to the download section. You go to page number 2, and then that's where you'll find X-44. Okay. For the Lamzu one, you just look for the Lamzu website. You go to the download section. You'll see there the Maya X8K subsection. Just go there and download it. Okay. The AJ159. You go to this ajazzstore.com. This is where I got my driver. Uh, the one that I have is the Apex variant. So you download that one, and that's it. That's where you can find the driver. I cannot post links yet, but hopefully you can get the URL up top here. Yeah, and then I'll show how the interfaces of these different mice look like. Sorry, we have the Lamzu here, and then the Ajazz. So let's start with the E-Yooso. The E-Yooso is straightforward. This is pretty basic. I think this is the same interface that I've had in my very first gaming mice, which was a Red Dragon. It was a very cheap Red Dragon, but the interface is the same. It's very very legible. You will not get confused. You have the mouse button up here, the profiles, the DPI, the report rate or polling rate, DPI light effects. I don't really care about that. The macros, settings. Yeah, the Lamzu is more elegant, and you have everything in one screen, which is nice. You can switch between profiles as you go. And yeah, these are all everything you need to configure your mouse. The Ajazz, on the other hand, this one really surprised me. So at first I thought this was the interface where you're going to set up your mouse. It turns out it isn't. You have to go to 2.4G subsection. And from here, you can have the DPI, the parameters, the macro, share. Share is very interesting. I'll show that in a bit. And this is pretty much straightforward. And then for some reason, they're calling profiles layer, which is kind of confusing. And then yeah, they have other settings in here, whatever. DPIs, the parameters. So it's hard to set it to 1000 hertz to save battery because I'm not gaming. But when I do game, I switch it up to a different profile at 8000 hertz. Uh, and then what I want to show you is the macro, no, not the macro one, but the share button, the share page, where you'll see a lot of games in here,
where people created macros for them. I'm not sure how or what they use for these or are primarily, but considering it's so easy to make an anti-recall script, probably this is where it came from, and kind of yeah, you kind of have some trust issues now with people, because you never know, they might be using some mouse scripts to lessen their recoil and whatnot. Yeah, so this is very very naughty. The my account page, I did not bother with this. Yeah, so that's how the interface looks like. This one again looked alien to me. Moving from the E-Yooso to the Lamzu, it's pretty much the same. It's just that the Lamzu has everything in one page. The Ajazz one, this one really surprised me and confused me at first. So it took a while before I, you know, got used to it. All right, so this is me after having a month of use with the Ajazz mouse that I've gotten. I just want to give you a feedback on how it has been for the past couple of months. This is an Asia server. I mean, you can see how many bots there are for some reason. Yeah, so if you can see, I'm using the Aegis mouse. I have my other mouse here. How is has it been so far? I mean, in the first few days, I was enjoying the mouse as I was so excited on how it looked like, primarily, not about the performance, but considering how it has been performing for the past couple of weeks. Wait, I saw someone here. It's a bot. Yeah, for the past couple of, I'm hearing someone. They're mostly bots. What? Where did it go? So the mouse solidly performs, but compare that to my Lamzu Maya 8K, I will say that there are some minute differences between the two mouse. One primarily is the how light the Lamzu is. Wait, how light Lamzu is, and how much more responsive this mouse. I just can't explain why, but this mouse is more responsive, especially when I'm sniping. They probably because it's so much lighter. Uh, Even the Eyooso X-44 is much more responsive because again, I think because it's so much lighter compared to the Ajazz. But what I can tell you though is the shape because it's more flatter. I don't have to. I mean, there's less risk of carpal tunnel, at least for my case, because my hand is not protruding upwards like this when I'm using it. I can lay it more flatter on the wrist side as opposed to the Maya. Yeah. So comfortability, all of these three mouse are within the performance, 90% of the performance of each other. It's not going to hamper you in any way if you're using this over the Maya, even the most affordable one in my set. But again, the good thing about the the Ajazz is it has a dongle which you can put your mouse over like that. Whereas in the case of Lamzu and E-Yooso, I have to use this mouse stand just so that I can have them properly arranged. But that's not a deal breaker. These stands are, affordable. They're cheap. You get them online for like 50 pesos, Philippine pesos. So that's probably $1. Yeah. Overall, the mouse compared to the E-Uso, to the Ajaz, and to the Maya, it can do basically 90%, 90 to 95% of each other. You're not gonna be missing out too much uh, when it comes to performance. It's just that the Maya 8X is a bit more responsive, so much lighter, and it's so much easier to snipe with this one. Uh, by the way, maybe it's just me, but sometimes I'm experiencing some stutter when sniping using the Ajazz. That's not really a deal breaker or anything. I mean, so many bots in the server. Yeah. So Battlefield is my main game, and this is the game where I played the most for the past couple of months. Yeah, here's someone. Oh, there you go. And yeah, so the Ajaz for what it is, bang for the buck. This one costs 1,000 pesos. This costs 5,000 pesos, or about $100. And this is the in between. And if you're going to purchase this, you're not going to be on the on you're not going to be handicapped when it comes to performance. Yeah. The only downside is that it's so much heavier. I mean, the software are all identical. Although in the Ajax you can cheat with mouse scripts. Yeah, that's bad. Yeah, you can cheat with mouse scripts with the Ajax, but it's gonna ruin your aim if you become too reliant to it. And there's a tank here. Uh, where is that guy? Oh, yeah. So wait, the E-Uso, it's also usable, but now I'm relegating that to more of my office mouse. I'm not seeing anyone here. Here's someone. There you go. Holy crap. Where's that guy? Hearing people. Okay. Let's capture some points here. Someone here? Let's just get some ammo. Yeah. So the Ajaz, it's a solid mouse. I mean, if you're going to give someone this mouse for the holiday, they'll be happy with the mouse. Although, yeah, it's a bit heavier. Uh, and the software is a little bit weird. when it comes to the terminologies that they use, probably because it was being translated from Chinese. But once you get the hang of it, oh, I'm being shot at by a tank. You should be good. Oh, the tank's here. Someone capturing this? Yeah, let's find people. Where are those folks? Oh my god, I got killed. I thought I had my shotgun. My assault class. Let's switch over to the Maya. Okay. Okay. We've obliterated them. So there are two people. Uh, yeah. So if you can see, there's not much difference. If you're good with aiming, these two mouse are so much identical. Where's that guy going? Nope. They kept. They went back. They went back. What the hell? Yeah. Holy crap. Okay. There we go. Yeah. So the E-Yooso is fine. Switch over to the Ajazz again, just to show you that I don't have any. There will be no drastic changes with how the way you play. You switch from one mouse to another, so long as the DPI are the same. I think it's around 17,500 for both. And yeah, if you have any questions about the mouse, like the Lamzu Maya, the E-Yooso, the Ajazz, just shoot me a comment, and I'll try my best to answer them. Oh, I hear someone. Yeah, I'm hearing someone. It's a bot. S- Let's just go over here. I mean, didn't kill that guy. Yeah, let's put this obstacle so we can shoot over that. Oh, so this one, putting a ladder here is actually nice because you can have full coverage of your corners. But that's it. Uh, that's my long-term feedback and use of the Ajazz compared to my other mice. Overall, it's a very good buy. Oh, by the way, about the battery life when you're using 8,000 hertz, you're gonna run out of battery faster, obviously. And I think the battery on this one is much smaller than the Maya 8X. So I find myself charging this mouse more often than the other ones. Yeah. Okay, so that's it for me. You're not so technical gamer with mouse feedback after long term use. All right. Thank you and peace out.